I'm back here again. Just wanted to let you know that we had a time lapse because we wanted to show you the complete post-op diet, and in the process, my surgery was 3 weeks ago actually, so if I look a little bit thinner, it's because I've lost 36 pounds in the process. But today we want to discuss the post-op diet, which is very important for the ultimate success of the patient. And as you can see, I'm down 36 pounds. It's been 3 weeks. And with that weight loss, if you follow the post-op diet, you'll not only have weight loss success, but you'll also have a healthy recovery. The post-op diet consists of 3 phases. Phase 1 is clear liquids. And with the clear liquids, it's very important that the patient consume as much clear liquids as possible for the first 3 days. So day 1 through day 3 is the clear liquid phase. Most of that time you're going to be in the hospital. But what can you consume as a clear liquid? The most important thing that you can consume is water. In the hospital, once you finish your leak test, you will have water, ice chips, sorbet, jello, and also possibly iced tea. But when you get home on the last day, you'll still be able to do clear liquids. So what we recommend is, here in Mexico for example, Gatorade Active. It's just a water beverage that's full of electrolytes. You can also have apple juice. Apple juice is good, it's a nice clear liquid. And with the apple juice, you'll get some flavor, some sugar, and it'll give you a little bit of energy. And finally, I made my own water. I just added Crystal Light to some water. It gives them some flavor, and you're good to go. So remember, day 1 through day 3 of the post-op diet, it's clear liquids. For most of the diet phase, you're in the hospital, so you're gonna have the meals there. For the last day, when you're discharged, is when you'll have your clear liquids at home. Okay, so we've covered phase 1, which is day 1 through day 3 of the post-op diet. And now we're moving into day 4. You're at home, I'm at home, what do we eat? So since we're at home, we're now able to add things to the diet. Of course, you can still have your clear liquids. Remember, with clear liquids, you need to drink or try to drink at least 2 liters of water per day. It could be the flavored water or plain water, but you need to try to get in 2 liters a day. Including in this phase, we need to get 2 liters of water in as well. So in this phase, Dr. Hidalgo actually recommends that we drink non-fat milk. Here in Mexico, it's called light, but non-fat milk is the way to go. And the one recommendation that Dr. Hidalgo does recommend is that you do lactose-free. It'll be better for your stomach. So with regards to the second phase, where you can add fatty soups, you can add all the cream soups you can eat, your liquids. Now you're gonna add your protein shake. I'm using Isopure. I found this one. This is the espresso, and I like my coffee, so I'm also going with Colombian coffee. So 2 coffee protein drinks. They taste good. They don't have that funny aftertaste. Adding all your liquids. You can now have cream soups, any type of liquid. So also protein smoothies. If you want to have fruit, mix it up with some ice. Maybe add a scoop of unflavored protein. And you can also then have your fruit smoothies, vegetable smoothies. Any type of liquid in this phase is good. The other thing that I was recommended by Dr. Hidalgo is to start taking a multivitamin. And the multivitamin that I chose is Bariatric Fusion. You can get it in the US at Amazon, and up in Canada, I think in Amazon. Here in Mexico, we don't have it. Somebody brought it down for me. But this is good. It gives you energy, it gives you vitamins, it gives you minerals, and it'll help you get through the phase where you're lacking a little bit of energy. So the most important thing is to stick with the post-op phases here. The phase 1, clear liquids. Phase 2, full liquids, also including your clear liquids. Remember, you have to get your 2 liters of water in per day. You can get that in through your protein drink, as well as your fruit smoothie and whatever else you're consuming. The next phase after that will be on day 17. So phase 2 goes from day 4 through 17. So at this point, we're 17 days after surgery. And the next phase is going to be the puree diet. Okay, so we've gone over phase 1, clear liquids, day 1 through 3. Phase 2, which is full liquids, days 4 through 17. And now we're going to start actually being able to eat a little bit of food. So from day 17 to day 30, we're going to be in the puree phase. And the puree phase is pretty simple. It's either just baby food if you don't have options to or know how to make some purees. So the easiest thing you can do is go to the store, grab some baby food, and you're good to go. I decided to make my own. It's very easy to do. For example, here is one of the purees that I've previously made. This is about the right portion size. You'll feel full, and this is about all you can eat after surgery. To make the puree, it's pretty easy. All you have to do is, for example, find the protein that you like. In this case, we used a chicken breast. Well, actually, no, chicken thighs. And I boiled them on the stove. I put in a little bit of garlic, a little bit of onion, one of the chicken bouillon cubes, and I let it boil till it was really soft. And then, when that was very soft, I added it to the blender with the juice until it was a pasty texture, and then there you go. Added salt and pepper for taste, and the puree is done. It's very easy. The one thing that I did find is that if you store it, if you buy the big ice cube trays that you can find in the States and in Canada, it's actually perfect portion control, and it comes out this size. So then I just stored the rest in the freezer, and we're good to go. In this phase, it's important that you're slowly getting your body back into eating regular food, because the next step is eating regular food. Don't forget though that in this phase, from day 17 through 30, it's still important to drink 2 liters of water a day. It can be the flavored water, it can be your protein shake. You need to get your protein shakes in. So when you're taking your protein shake, you need to take at least 1 to 2 protein shakes a day in this phase, all the way through the post-op diet. That way you ensure you have enough protein in the course of the day. Dr. Hidalgo wants you to get about 90 grams of protein in the post-op phase of after surgery. So when you're drinking your full liquids, make sure you have 2 protein shakes in to try to achieve that goal. Isopure has 50 grams of protein per serving, so you're going to hit 100, no problem. Premier Protein has 30 grams, so you may need 3 to hit your goal with Premier Protein. Just measure it out, but make sure you hit your goal. Protein's going to give you energy. It's also going to convert your fat and help your body burn it. So now when you're eating purees, you're actually getting more protein. So you may be able to lower your dosage of the protein shake to 1 a day. Depends. Just depends on how much you can eat. I am able to eat a decent amount of protein, and so I take 1 protein shake and 1 fruit smoothie, and then I have my protein the rest of the day. The next phase after this is we're back to eating regular food, and that's the end of the post-op diet. So on day 31, we're now gradually, slowly eating healthy but normal food. What does that mean? Always eat your protein first. Always, you're aiming to get 90 grams of protein per serving. What are we going to eat first in the initial phase? Soft, solid protein. So we're looking at fish. It could be halibut, it could be tilapia, it could be whatever fish you like. It could be turkey. It could be a soft type of chicken. Chicken breast tends to be a little bit hard on the stomach. So chicken thigh or chicken leg, the meat. A soft type of beef, if you can actually consume that. Make sure you chew your food 30 to 40 times before swallowing. The most important thing here is to not overeat, because as you eat regular food in the final life stage, this is the life stage. So as like, for example, the other night when I was eating my regular food, I had 4 or 5 bites of fish, and then all of a sudden I noticed I was extremely full. I probably ate a little bit too fast, so there's some adjustment phase going on. Chew your food, take your time, don't rush, and when you're full, you're done. You can set the food aside And for example, in the course of a normal, let's say, business day, maybe if you have your lunch with your friends or your companions, you can then pack the rest of your lunch up to go back to work, snack on it a little bit later. The goal when you're back onto regular food is to eat 5 or 6 times a day. You want to consume every 2 hours some protein of some sort. If you want to have vegetables, that's fine, but always try to get your protein in first. That's what I'm doing, getting my protein in first, and then having a little bit of vegetables on the side. And you're full, So every couple hours, if you eat some protein, you're gonna get, your energy level's gonna boost, you're not gonna be tired, you feel full, and also the body's continually working to burn fat and you lose more and more weight. So that's basically it for the post-op diet phase. I'm 3 weeks out, so I'm actually a little bit more than 3 weeks out, and so now I'm actually into the regular food phase. But at this point, everything is good with me. I'm doing well, down 36 pounds, and we'll see what happens next. We'll keep you informed with the weight loss journey that's coming up.